Hey guys, I got a surprise for you.
Rock on!
Mitchie is a very down-to-earth girl. Her mom raised her right. Music is her life, and she goes to camp because she wants to learn more about music and to fit in a little. I'm similar to Mitchie. We got the same haircut. No. We both play guitar and piano. I spend most of my time writing songs. It's like a therapy for me, you know, whenever I'm having a bad day. Just to express what I'm feeling like, you know? And we both write about stuff like that.
I learned to play instruments around the age of 10 and 11. I started playing a piano first and then moved over to the guitar, and my dad's a great teacher.
Every time I think I'm closer to the heart of what it means to know just who I am, I think I finally found a better place to start.
Sometimes it was tough incorporating choreographed moves. Other times it wasn't so bad. It depends, you know, it all takes practice, like anything. Like playing guitar or singing, you have to practice make perfect.
When I was about 6 or 7, I started playing piano. And I started on the piano, played that for a while, and learned enough to play, like, songs. And when I turned about 10, I started playing the guitar and just kind of like messing around with it. But I really got serious at one point, like, I think I was 12. I knew that I really wanted to get serious about the guitar and that I wanted to get good at it, so I listened to a bunch of songs that would help me get better. And I practiced for 5 hours every night for about a month and just tried to get as good as I could get.
I've been singing already since I was about 4 or 5, but professionally I started singing at 10. I learned from my grandmother, who is also a famous Filipino actress / singer in the Philippines. She's taught me ever since. I guess I've naturally just been singing ever since.
I'm really weird when it comes to recording. I don't really do too much like vocal exercises before I go into the studio. So the whole day up until that point where we record vocals, I'll be singing the song, so it's pretty much already warm. But one thing that I do that's really weird that most people don't do because they think like dairy's bad for the voice is I eat chocolate right before I sing, and it makes it all like good. I sing great. It's hilarious. It's true.
The Jonas Brothers are very talented. They're wonderful boys, and working with them has been great because they're so fabulous. And watching them perform the other day was amazing because I've never actually seen them perform. So I was like, wow, they're really good.
So working with the Jonas Brothers, their lives are really hectic. They're bouncing from doing a scene to doing interviews, doing everything. Like they went on like a radio tour or something like that, and it's crazy. They have to go fly to LA and then they have to come back here and get ready. Like Joe had to get up at like, I think it was like 5:30 in the morning to come to set for like 6. And I was like, oh, jet lag doesn't get you? He definitely had jet lag. Like it was crazy, but I totally admire all of them. They know when to bring it to the table. They know when to step up their game and show everybody that, you know what, I'm not gonna let that affect me. I'm not gonna let that. I'm just gonna come here and do my best.
I think people think that you know, being a musician, being a performer can be a little harder than it actually is. And you know, I find that once you get into the groove of doing it like over and over again, it just kind of comes and you just get it. But when you take a break for a really long time and try to come back to it, it might be a little hard. But I find that, you know, for me, performing and being a musician, being in the studio, recording and doing all that is so much fun. It's my, you know, it's my passion. I love to do it. And it's the same thing with acting. Like if you kind of like go away from it for a little while and don't do it, just try to come back in the groove and like just do a scene out of nowhere is kind of like a little difficult. So I think you always kind of take your time to get into the groove again and get into it, and then it'll all just be great.
Hello? Hey, buddy, how's my birdhouse coming? Jason, sorry, it's not my fault you didn't ask me to make you anything. I didn't want anything. Well, I wanted a birdhouse. And
So
why'd you
what?
need a birdhouse for?
Guys.
Because I wanted to see more birds in my...
Guys,
Sorry.
grab a mic and a hat.
The rehearsal process for Start the Party was pretty fun. I had to practice with a water bottle because there's a lot of dancing incorporated, like throwing a microphone around and singing and dancing.
Good moves as a rock star is very, very important. You can practice them for hours, but it's all about what comes with the music. You have to be the triple threat. You have to be able to do like 3 or 4 things that most people don't do, but do it well. If you can play guitar and sing, do that. You know, with us, we've really focused in on it, and we've been able to advance from place to place. Like Nick and me and Joe all play different instruments. You know, Nick goes drums to keyboards to lead sings to guitar to piano to percussion, all during one single show. And that adds for a great experience. And you know, I'm lead guitar. I've really focused in on that thing. So practice your heart out, give it your best, and don't give up.
A duet with somebody that I thought, like I loved the Jonas Brothers. I mean, I still do, obviously. But to hear my voice and his voice together, like, was like, wow, you're making it. And it was like a dream come true. Let alone, you know, the whole movie and my voice on those soundtracks was like, is that me? So I was really excited.
Okay, Camp Rockers! Final jam is over, and you know what that means? My favorite part of the summer, the Final Jam Jam Session!
We get to perform in our own way. Like, we do what we do, but we're with everyone else. So it's really cool because it's like you got this rock and roll aspect, but with all these amazing dancers behind you. So it's kind of cool and something we're starting to toy with because we're kind of getting used to it. So you never know what you could see in future performances and things like that.
My work is my play, for sure. We have so much fun at what we do, and we'll never regret it, you know. Being on stage is one of the most fun things you can possibly think of. I think I'll never regret it, you know. I think people want to be rock stars because it's something cool to do, and like people know who you are everywhere, and it's like it's just fun to travel the world and see what's up. Rock on!